And I don't know about you guys, but I am just burning through TV and movies. So let's jump into what you're watching. Does anybody want to start?
I will start. It's because it's not what I'm watching. It's what I'm going to watch. I'll review it on the show next week. It's Waco. I don't know if
Yes,
anybody has
I will
watched
definitely
it.
be getting into that.
I know Matt was saying his wife is watching it right now,
Yeah.
and I am. It looks pretty interesting. I think it's something like a cult going on, and like the leader is like the whole place is kind of being surrounded by like cops and stuff, and like law enforcement and stuff like that. I don't really know. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks interesting. So I will be watching Waco. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it also. So I'm going to be watching that sometime throughout this week, and I will be reviewing it and kind of letting you guys know next week on what I think of it.
Love it.
I
Anybody
can
else?
tell you that's going to be an absolute shit show, Zach. Just from
Oh,
like
I know. It looks just absolutely wild.
Yeah, it should be a trip.
Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
Pigo, you go for it.
I can go. I am rewatching or picking back up on The Blacklist on Netflix.
Ooh.
I never got into. And what is that about?
It's about a guy who is like the biggest criminal in the entire in the world,
Mhm.
and he has this list of all the other big criminals in the world, and he goes to the FBI and says, "Hey, I've got this list of guys you can take down, but I want immunity and this and that, but I'll help you find them." And he tracks on all these big time criminals in the entire world. So it's kind of a cool concept.
That is interesting. That would. So like he's like an informant.
Yeah, he's a very powerful informant is what he is.
I got you. Boomy.
Not bad at all. I have just been kind of bouncing between.
Yeah, Boomy, you are the most annoying watcher of shows ever. Boomy will be watching like one series, and then the next like hour later he's watching a different series, and then like 3 hours later he's watching a movie. I'm like, dude, if I watch a series, like I'm watching the series all the way through, and then I will do something else. Like Boomy goes, I don't know if you can't like watch a whole series, but for some reason you gotta watch 8 at one time.
It depends. I got a lot going on at a lot of different times on different platforms.
In your head?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's definitely
a lot going on in your head.
Yeah,
that's true too. That is very true as well. And I'm sure these are movies that people have seen, but these are just ones that I watched this week that have probably been my favorite so far. The Matrix. If you haven't seen it, make sure you do. It's on Netflix. I don't know how. I've never seen The Matrix. And that's not really my type. I'm not really a big sci-fi guy, but that was a really, really cool movie, and it still holds up 21 years after the fact. And then the other one, I am a history buff, and I just watched The Pianist with Adrian Brody, and that is one of the
what? The what?
The Pianist, like a guy that plays piano.
Oh, right. I didn't. I'm like, what?
I knew someone was going to, but if you watch
what kind of movies you were ordering.
Don't worry about it. No, The Pianist was incredibly one of the saddest movies about World War II that I've ever seen. Yeah, it's about the Nazis killing Jewish people. So let's take it easy on the jokes, Zachary.
Well, that's the way it sounds. Matt, what have you been watching?
Like I said, I went back and watched the Bad Boys 30 for 30, so that kind of got me in the old school NBA vibe. So I started watching the Lakers Celtics one, rewatching that one again. That was a 3-parter, and that was in the Lakers Celtics rivalry. Fascinating stuff, the old school NBA. So if you haven't gone and watched those, great stories that were told. Really, just there was blood in that rivalry too. Bird, Magic. And that changed the NBA. The NBA wouldn't be what it is even today without those two guys. So, if you haven't watched those, go back, watch them. It's great TV.
Yeah, the old 30. There's so many 30 for 30s to watch.
And it's so rewatchable. You can watch one and rewatch it and rewatch it. And rewatch it. They're so good. The Christian Laettner one. Talk about another guy like right up there with the Pistons.
That's a
Can't stand that guy as much as anybody, but that 30 for 30 was fascinating too. So
definitely.